Hi Bumblebees, so do you remember what story I said we would be reading today? What is the name of the story? Take a look again. The Three Little Pigs. So today we're going to be reading this version of The Three Little Pigs. And after, we're going to talk about two things. So we're going to talk about the characters and the setting. So two things today. So we're going to talk about characters. Can you say characters? Characters. So the characters are the people or the animals in the story. So I want you to listen and look for the different characters in the story so we could talk about them later. And the setting. Can you say setting? Setting. Have you heard that word before? What is the setting of a story? Take a moment to think about that. The setting is where the story takes place. So let's read The Three Little Pigs, and after we're going to talk about those two things together, okay? So we're going to read The Three Little Pigs. Once upon a time, there was an old sow with 3 little pigs. She had no money to keep them, so she sent them off to seek their fortune. The first little pig met a man with a bundle of straw and said to him, "Please, man, give me that straw to build me a house." So the man did, and the pig built his house with it. So what did that pig build his house with? What kind of material? Straw. Along came a wolf. He knocked at the door and said, little pig, let me come in." "No, no," said the little pig, "not by the hair of my chinny chin chin." "Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in," said the wolf. Does the wolf sound nice right now? No, he's not being too nice right now. So the wolf huffed and he puffed and he blew the house in and he ate up the first little pig. Oh no! How is he looking right now? Not too nice, right? He looks a little scary. Can you show me the scared face? The second little pig met a man with a bundle of sticks and said, "Please, man, give me those sticks to build me a house." So the man did, and the little pig built his house with them. So the second little pig, what did he build his house with? Sticks. Then along came the wolf and said, little pig, let me come in." "No, no, not by the hair of my chinny chin chin." "Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in," said the wolf. So maybe as I read, you could help me read, because these are some similar lines, right? So if you know the story, you could help and read along with me. So he huffed and he puffed and he huffed and he puffed, and at last he blew the house in and he ate up the second little pig. Oh no. The third little pig met a man with a load of bricks and said, "Please, man, give me those bricks to build me a house." So the man did, and the little pig built his house with them. So the third little pig, what did he build his house with? What are those? Bricks. Soon the same wolf came along and said, little pig, let me come in." "No, no, not by the hair of my chinny chin chin." "Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in," said the wolf. Well, he huffed and he puffed and he huffed and he puffed, but he could not blow the house in. Did he blow the house down this time? No, why not? Why do you think? Why couldn't he blow this one down? At last, the wolf stopped huffing and puffing and said, little pig, I know there is a nice field of turnips." "Where?" said the little pig. "On Miss Smith's farm," said the wolf. "I will come for you tomorrow morning. We will go together. And then some turnips for dinner." "Very well," said the little pig. "What time will you come?" "At 6 o'clock," said the wolf. What do you think the wolf's trying to do? Well, the little pig got up at 5. He went to Miss Smith's farm and he got the turnips. Before the wolf came to his house, "Little pig, are you ready?" asked the wolf. Little pig said, "Ready. I have been, and come back again, and I got a nice pot full of turnips for my dinner." So did the pig go with him? No, what did he do? He went before. The wolf was very angry, but then he thought of another way to get the little pig. So he said, "Little pig, I know there is a nice apple tree." "Where?" said the pig. "Down at Merry Garden," replied the wolf. "I will come for you at 5 o'clock tomorrow morning, and we will get some apples." Do you think the wolf is being clever? Well, the little pig got up the next morning at 4 o'clock and went off for the apples. He wanted to get back home before the wolf came, but it was a long way to Merry Garden. And then he had to climb the tree. Just as he was climbing back down the tree with a basket full of apples, he saw the wolf coming. "Little pig," the wolf said, "you got here before me. Are the apples nice?" How's the wolf looking? "Yes, very," said the little pig. "I will throw one down to you." And he threw the apples as far as he could throw. While the wolf ran back to pick it up, the little pig jumped and ran home. The next day, the wolf came again and said to the little pigs, "Little pig, there's a fair this afternoon. Would you like to go?" "Oh, yes," said the little pig. "When will you come get me?" "At 3," said the wolf. Well, the little pig went off at 2 o'clock and bought a butter churn at the fair. He was going home with it when he saw the wolf coming. The little pig jumped into the butter churn to hide. The churn fell over and rolled down the hill with the little pig in it. He was frightened, the wolf, so much that he turned around and ran home. So he scared the wolf away. Later, the wolf went to the little pig's house and told him what had happened. "A great round thing came rolling down the hill right at me," said the wolf. "Ha, I frightened you then," said the little pig. "I went to the fair and bought a butter churner. Then I saw you. I got into it and rolled down the hill." The wolf was very angry indeed. Can you show me an angry face? How would you feel if you were the wolf and they could trick you? "I'm going to climb down your chimney and eat you up," he said. Then the little pig heard the wolf on the roof. Do you think he goes in and eats the pig? Make a prediction. Yes, he's going to eat him, or thumbs down, no, he's not. He hung a pot over the water in the fireplace. Then he built a blazing fire. Just as the wolf was coming down the chimney, the little pig took the cover off the pot and fell in. The wolf. The little pig quickly put the cover on again, boiled up the wolf, and ate him for supper. And the little pig lived happily ever afterward. The end. So bumblebees, that was just one version of the 3 little pigs. So there are a bunch of different versions. So there's different endings. So how did this story end? Take a moment to think about that with your families. How did the story end? What happened to the wolf? Did he eat the 3rd little pig? No, he didn't. The pig tricked him, right? Nice job. So maybe we'll read a different version later on in the week. So right now I want to take a look at my chart. So this says the 3 little pigs. And we're going to talk about 2 things. Do you remember what 2 things we're going to talk about? We're going to talk about the characters in the story and the setting. So remember, bumblebees, the characters are the people or the animals in the story. So what people or animals were in the story? Take a moment to think about that. Who was on the front cover? The 3 little pigs. So I have the first little pig, the second little pig, and the 3rd little pig. And who else do we have over here? Who's this? The wolf, right? The wolf. So how many characters are in this story? Can we count them together? 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 characters, right? Can we clap 4 times? 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice job. Now let's take a look at the setting. Do you remember what the setting is? The setting is where the story takes place. So throughout the story, the setting changes a little bit, right? Because the 3 little pigs build houses out of different materials. So what did the first little piggy build the house out of? Straw. And the second little piggy built it out of sticks. And the 3rd little piggy built it out of bricks. Nice job, bumblebees. So I hope you enjoyed this version of the 3 little pigs. And tomorrow we're going to read a different one and we'll compare and see how they're different and how they're similar. Bye, bumblebees.